Hey, what's going on with y'all, man? It's Black Balloon, and I'm back with another video, so y'all already know what's going on. Look, today we got Paul Mooney, right? As much of you all are aware by now, Paul Mooney died yesterday, May 19th, at 79 years old of a sudden heart attack. Now, people around him said that he had no prior, health concerns. And this was truly a sudden heart attack. Said it happened at home and it happened while he was with his family. Of course, that story was questionable to me because, without just, saying that, all right, sudden heart attacks, yeah, they do happen, blah, blah, blah. They happen. All right, especially the people who are, of age, 65 and older. Senior community, basically, it can happen. Because you never know where your health truly lies when you're at that age. You know what I'm saying? So it can happen. And I'm only saying that for the ones that are like, oh, Black Balloon, you think everything is a sacrifice? Black Balloon, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I've told y'all plenty of times, you don't die a natural death when you sign a deal with the devil. And that's the case for anyone. If you're 79, if you're 82, if you're 55, if you're 21, it does not matter. You will have your day with the devil. You will have that day. And, despite what you may think about Paul Mooney, he definitely participated. He signed that contract. Paul Mooney was outspoken. He was very outspoken. He spoke a lot about things in the industry, a lot of things, ranging from racism to Cleopatra to Jesus being black to the music industry, devils in the music industry, everything. He put a lot of stuff in the form of jokes, which was, which are a lot of, the comedians of today or just the comedians of the past. Is their way of putting out their truth through jokes. You want to put out how you feel about the world, how you truly feel about things through what people know you for the most, which was jokes. So I've never took it as a joke. And a lot of us have seen clips of Paul Mooney in the past, telling a lot of truth, and we might have just looked past it like whatever. But, we kind of knew he was really telling the truth, like this is not a joke. You could tell by his body language and by his emotion when he would be telling these people this stuff. He wasn't joking. They were laughing like, oh, but he wasn't joking. And I'm going to show y'all a few clips where he was not joking. So before I show y'all the clips, just real quick, if you didn't know who Paul Mooney was, I would say he was most known for being like, because he wasn't really mainstream. So he was kind of most known for being Richard Pryor's best friend, also Richard Pryor's writing partner, basically responsible for writing a lot of stuff throughout the industry when they were just kind of at their peak, you know what I'm saying? So basically comedy wouldn't have been what it was without Paul Mooney. If you didn't know, he was behind the scenes on a lot of shows, a lot of different things throughout the industry, throughout his career. The clip that I think will be the most like, okay, wow, you know what I'm saying? Maybe all these people are getting sacrificed. The one that I'm going to show y'all is of Paul Mooney actually saying it himself. Now, he's actually talking about sacrifices because he's going to say it. He says that, when there's a bunch of confusion, when there's a bunch of, oh, this story and that story is mixed and this and that is mixed and, just a bunch of confusion about someone dying, that's when who, the elite or the occult was behind it. He didn't word it that way, but, I'm going to play the clip so you can see how he put it, you know what I'm saying? It was basically him saying that we know this shit was a setup, we know blah, blah, blah. When you got to ask all of these questions and shit, when you got to come on YouTube and do what I'm doing right now, there was the occult behind the death. And you're going to hear him say it himself. So you don't think I'm just fucking talking all the time. So, before I just keep going on and on, I'm going to come back probably once or twice more in this video. Let's get to the clips.
A bunch of devil worshippers in Hollywood. Hollywood, and there's a lot of black folks too. And they be throwing up them signs. You see them, this, that, all of them. Watch the rappers, watch them folks. It's scary. It's very scary. That devil is real.
Well, what is this?
Oh, the devil in this mess, yeah.
Because I closed this up. I
goat,
thought this was rock on.
Be careful. No, the goat, be careful. They'll get you. Be careful.
Let me keep my hands down. And I was doing like this, like rock on. It's like, no.
No, watch them. Gave them all their wake-up call. It's an old Roman trick. Wash our hands of this Jesus thing. We have nothing to do with it. The Romans killed Jesus. The Jews didn't kill Jesus. They want to give you somebody to dislike. No, nothing went down in Rome. Just like here, we killed Kennedy. You can always tell when it's an inside job. It's too many stories. Was it 2 guns? Was it 3? Was it a bow and arrow? Was it a midget? There's too much going on. We killed Kennedy. You can always tell when it's an inside job. It's too many stories. Was it 2 guns? Was it 3? Was it a bow and arrow? Was it a midget? There's too much going on. When it's outside, it's very clear who did what. Oh no, we can't look at the records until 5,000 years from now. It's always bullshit connected when it's an inside job. That English, that Lady Di shit, inside, they killed that bitch. The queen, that dirty, murdering, ugly ass bitch, she did it. The queen, that dirty, murdering, ugly ass bitch, she did it. Bitch. That was a hit. Prince Charles didn't want the body when it was alive. He sure broke his neck getting it when she was dead because he knew his mammy killed her and he wanted to cover this shit up. And somebody with that high profile, 10 fucking years later, they decide to have a fucking autopsy? And the conclusion is her driver. Listen, when you drive for royalty or the fucking government, they check your mama's pussy in your booty hole. There are no surprises. That evil bitch did it. She stole all them diamonds she stole from Africa, stealing, murdering bitch. Ugly bitch. Oh, her mama's ugly, her daddy's ugly, her son is ugly. Her son's new wife looked like Dane Edna. That's an ugly bitch. They all are ugly. Queen Elizabeth looks like sheep shit in shallow ass water. If she's the queen, what the fuck does the witch look like? Lady Di was cute. She had the it factor, whatever it is Lady Di had. They should have pulled her royal panties down and kissed the royal pussy. She brought beauty to them ugly ass motherfuckers. And the only reason they killed her, because she was fucking that black Egyptian. They tell me she was pregnant by him. They didn't want to hear that shit.
All right, there's no way I'm just talking. By now, there's no way that I'm just talking. Because you heard the man say it. He said, how we know it's an inside job. Well, first he said, we killed Kennedy. How you know it's an inside job is when you get too many stories. Too many. It's confusion. We've talked about that plenty of times. The devil is in the details of confusion. That's the devil. So we know when we get the truth because we're not confused. We don't have to ask questions. I don't have to make a video about it. You know what I'm saying? It's just truth. That's what we get. And then the story's over. So I'm not just talking. So, obviously he went on and on throughout that clip. About a bunch of different things. He definitely went in on the queen. I definitely thought that was pretty bold, in the name of comedy, which really, watching that clip, that wasn't even, none of that stuff was funny. None of it was funny. Like, to me, He didn't even look like he was really trying to be funny. Like he just like if the crowd laughed a little bit, he just kept going. You know, like he was. I felt like he literally took that time to really just say what he felt about all the shit that may have been going on at that time. Like that was not funny. It was just straight up truth. And that was it. You know what I'm saying? So not to drag this on. We'll get to the last two clips that I got for y'all, which I feel like just completely sums this up. It just kind of really shows what he tried to expose. And of course, we got to watch the old clip of when Richard Pryor was doing the quote unquote roast, and he actually tells a lot of truth in that, in that roast that they filmed. He tells a lot of truth in the form of jokes, once again. So I got that clip for y'all, and I also got the clip for when he calls Obama a clone. He actually tells the lady that he's talking to, "You think I'm joking, but I'm telling you the truth," and the lady still doesn't realize he's telling her the truth, But anyways, before I just explain everything, before y'all actually watch it, here's the last two clips. It's Black Balloon. And I'm going to see y'all soon, man. I'm out.
We call him that with love and affection, as all of us know. Well, he hasn't let us down yet, has he? We've been friends a long time, and I sure wish he'd return my red handkerchief, because my wife's been wondering where it was. I hope it still has her perfume scent on it. But really, Paul, it's really been a pleasure working with you, because we worked together many years ago on the Red Fox show. We started writing together, and we walked into the office with the white man, and Paul what he did was sucked his dick. But I must say, Paul had a sense of humor. He didn't let him come in his mouth. But seriously, Paul wrote most of the dialogue for everybody up here tonight, and he's a brilliant writer. And we went once to what was that man's name that we went to and we had to fight? The producer. Shelton Leonard. Shelton Leonard. We walked in his office. We was there for an hour together, and Shelton Leonard picked our brains, and he said, "Thank you, and you can leave now." And I asked for the money, and Paul said, "No, don't do that. Don't get us in no trouble now." I threatened to kick his ass, and Paul tried to join him. But we're dear friends, and this is all in fun. Next, just don't tell him about Marapasa. Next I move. Paul was with me once when I first fucked my first faggot. And he's been holding that over my head for 2 years. I fucked a faggot. I just want to say it now so nobody else can tell. I liked it. I would have married him, but he had to go away and get an operation. I'd like to move now, Paul, if you don't mind. To move to the other end to a white person who I give less than a shit about, who is a very brilliant man. I haven't seen anyone this funny since Jonathan Drake.
Don't we all?
Yeah, but don't we all? Yeah, but he looks better. You understand?
I understand.
And you have to realize that there's more than one Obama.
Okay.
They're clones.
Ah, all right. Well, it would take a lot to do a lot of that.
No, and you think I'm kidding you. I'm serious.
Okay.
You when you see the clone can sing and dance. Yeah. The
You saying the other one don't have no
real
rhythm?
Obama, he can't sing or he can't dance. No, it's true. And whenever you see his wife with the clone, she is like on a bad date. She's very standoff.
Oh,
Her inner kids.
She doesn't like the.
But the real Obama, they're always hugging him and close to him, kissing him, brushing the dandruff off, because he has dandruff. He really does. That's why I did that commercial for whatever that shampoo was. No, but seriously.
You need help.
No, but it's true. No. But you think I'm kidding. Watch them, okay? Even the little dog, the real Obama, the little dog's all up in their face. But the
I
clone,
should not be laughing at our
the
president.
clone, the little dog is barking at the clone all the time.
Paul Mooney.